And well, let's start this thing once. This album, where do we go from here? What are your thoughts about it? Since well, it was released almost a year ago.
Yeah. I can totally go into that. Where do we go from here? Is honestly, it's it's been a long time coming. It's honestly feels like a natural kind of full circle moment for us, where we've kind of encapsulated everything we've been doing for the past, nearly 15 years now. There's a little bit taste of our whole discography in that record, which is which is kind of fresh to us because it's put us back in touch with some of our roots as a band, some of the heavier stuff that and it was nice. It's a bit of a wake up call, really, when I kind of think of the record and playing it live and stuff. It kind of gives me that same excitement it used to when I was playing some of the heavier stuff, and it's something we're all really kind of excited and just feels like a breath of fresh air for us.
Yeah, well, and you've been with the band for 15 years, so it's a very
Yeah.
long time since you haven't played this like heavy stuff like you said before. And well, you guys released an EP 1 month ago, this Dark Void with these versions of the song. How was this recording process for these like four or five versions? I can
There's
tell.
a few versions, yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. You've got the remix, obviously, but like my particular is the one with Danny, the stripped down version. Really,
Hmm.
that one for me just breathes just a whole new perspective into that song because obviously Dark Void is one of the heavier songs on the record. It's just nice to hear Danny's stripped down version of it on the piano and everything, and it just shows how versatile and what even if you've got the message behind the song, it can be explained in so many different ways and perspectives. So that's what and there's obviously Sylvan King's remix of it, which is also really heavy in its own right, and
Hmm.
it's really cool, which is in stark contrast to the one I was just talking about. So yeah, just different
Yeah.
perspectives of the song.
Hmm. Yeah, it's really cool to hear it in some different versions. It's really cool. Um, I need to ask you again about Where Do We Go From Here album, because well, you said before that it was like a return to your heaviest stuff. So, what were you guys thinking to write to compose an album like this?
Yeah, I think over the years we've become more and more aware of the fact that we've always only ever really done solely whatever we want to do in terms of writing. That's why our discography is so different. We never release the same record. I would like to think every time we put something out, it's new and for us, and it's also current in what we're on. It's honest because it's like a lot of the time when people are making records, every box has got to be ticked, and I've got to please this, I've got to please that. We've never really kind of been that way. We've always kind of, and that's why and it just felt right that we all wanted to this time, and it just wasn't forced or anything like that. We've gone off on so many different kind of journeys musically to explore different things, and I think that we've definitely incorporated a lot of the newer stuff that we've been doing as well in the record, not just the old. And I think it was just natural. It just felt really natural. Like I said, we've been doing this 15 years, and I don't know, it just felt it just came out that way. There
Mhm.
wasn't too many. It wasn't like we just had a list of boxes to tick, like I was saying. It's just happened. You know, some things are some things are unexplainable.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
there are some things that just happen.
Yeah. Um, Sam, what do you think about this? Like, this like you're seeing Asking Alexandria and All Time Low and every of those bands are playing again like on a revival of this
How
metal
awesome!
emo punk
Yeah,
era. What do you
I
think
can't.
about it?
I think it's awesome. It's crazy. I love it because it just is so. The nostalgia there is insane.
Mm.
And it's such a celebration. I can't wait to see. Some of these shows are going to be crazy. And what a stacked lineup of. It's not just we all listen to each other. We listen to a lot of these bands as well growing up, and it's
Yeah.
just I can't wait to see what kind of because honestly, whenever we come down to South America, it's like the crowds are crazy. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like for some of these shows down here in the coming weeks. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, because well, actually, in like 10 more days, you're playing here. I'm doing this interview from Chile, And
Okay.
well, you're playing in Argentina, and then this Glory Days festival, this huge festival with the used Simple Plan all time low.
Yeah.
It's like a huge festival with all of this, like I said, revival thing, and it's
Mm.
cool. I think all of this started with this when we were young festival, maybe.
Maybe you're probably right. That was just a crazy bill, wasn't it? And that was like right following COVID, so
Hmm.
it definitely does kind of feel like that was the first one that did it, and like there's been a lot since. But this is uh this is just I think it's so cool because we're taking it away from not I'm not taking it away from the US. There's always chances for us to do that in the US as well, but it's going coming to a place where I feel that we don't come to as often, and
Hmm.
it's special, you know. So it's just so for me, it's just like it's gonna be. I think I feel like I'm gonna feel it from the fans down there because anytime we go down there, I just get this like sense of just appreciation where like because you know a lot of times people in America they get shows every other week and stuff. So
Yeah,
you know it's not always the case. So I can't wait, and it you know we always like to put something on special when we come down and do South America.
yeah. What are your memories about Chile, Argentina, Colombia? Your last time there?
Wow. The last time we came down, the memories. I mean, we've had some great times down there. Great time. The food is amazing, and the people are just so friendly. It's like we love the shows as well. You guys just are the loudest, just the loudest crowds that we've ever played for. Crazy, you
Yeah,
know.
well, I was told that lots of times with so
It,
many
it,
artists. Yeah,
it's
I
true.
kind of
It's
believe it right
true.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've been to shows like in North America or
Yeah.
maybe in, I don't know, in Mexico, and it's not the same. Even
It's just
in
not the
Mexico, it's
energy.
not the same. Yeah.
There's
Wow.
something special about, and that's the thing. Like a lot of the times, it's like it's such an eye opener. You've seen both, so it's an eye opener for you. Imagine what it's like playing to a crowd that's only half as responsive. When you
Mhm.
play to a crowd that's really responsive, you just want to put a better shot. Your adrenaline goes, and it's like you just give and take, and there's this just from the crowd and the artist, it becomes this like lightning in a bottle energy that it's hard to
Yeah.
explain to anybody who's not there. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'm at with it.
Yeah. Well, I need to ask you about the elephant in the room. I want to ask you about the departure of Ben Bruce. What happened with that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, here's the thing: like we're all brothers, and we've been
Hmm.
brothers since, like you said, we've been 15 years now. And when we started doing this, obviously we were all young and we were kids, really. And throughout the years, we've just, you know, we've all got families, we've all got kids. I've got two boys, 4 and about to be 2, and he's got a family and he's got kids. And if there's one thing that we always said, it was always put family first. And if you're feeling there's certain things and reasons that I don't want to go into, it's not my place to go into, but it's just you know, it's just a no-brainer. You know, he did it he's staying home just to be with his family for a bit, and we still speak to him all the time, and
Hmm.
he's still like just as much of a brother to all of us, and he's, you know, it's just not as big of a deal to us because we've kind of known about, you know, his feelings of this for a while, and it's just obviously we've done a few tours without Ben actually recently too because of these reasons of him needing to be at home with his family, and it's so to us we know it's going to be definitely weird and different to be on stage without Ben for sure. But I will be definitely speaking to him and seeing him just as much as I ever did. You know, it's
Hmm.
nothing, no bad blood there. You know, you just can't. We all have families, so for us to
Yeah.
put ourselves in his shoes and he's our brother, we get it, and much love and respect there. You know.
Yeah. Sam, where do you see the band 10 years from now?
Wow. 10 years from now, that's such a crazy question because
Hmm.
that's stating it on the fact that everything's going to be the same right now as it is in 10 years. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
That's like saying,
It's
where
been
did I think
crazy
music
5 years
industry?
since now, so
Where did I think it was going to be 10 years ago? I
yeah.
probably wouldn't have said right now, but
Yeah.
who knows? That you know, all I really hope, you know, I hope and I wish. Well, we'll still be doing it in 10 years, so I'll let you know when wherever we are and whatever we're doing and in whatever world we're doing it. It's crazy, you know, like it's ever changing, so it's hard to kind of say that, but I'd like to say that we're going to still be doing this. This is who we are, you know.
Yeah. I'm gonna
At this,
talk to you in 10 more years
let's
and
do
ask
it.
you the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember when we had to use phones?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. VR.
Yeah.
I'm sat in a
Uh,
room here. So.
yeah. Well, Sam, for you, what's the best part of making music?
The best part of making music, um, it lives two lives for me because obviously there's playing it live and feeling it that way, but also the excitement when you get together and you do create magic. That moment where you're together and you hear it for the first time and you know you've made it with your friends and it's just like there's a bit of a magic moment when you hear some songs for the first time and it's like the high really when when you hear something that you just think wow. So that's in the studio, but also being able to then go out and play it for people to enjoy as well. That's just an amazing thing. I feel lucky to be able to create something awesome and then share it with as many people as possible. That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah. And for you, is there like a milestone that you need to achieve as a musician in the next few years?
Milestone. Um, in the next few years, is that the short term?
Yeah, not
Yeah,
10.
yeah, right. We might be able to figure that one out. All right, I can't do 10. I'll do two. I don't know. I think. Well, personally, I would like to be playing a lot more. I'd like to be a little bit more active and playing more shows and traveling more and go to some places and see some faces and some fans that we haven't seen in a while. And yeah, just really grind on the touring side a little bit, just because it's been a while since we've reached some of these parts of the world, and I'd like to do that. I think that my milestone is to play to as many places as possible because it's been a long time, and the rest of us are ready to go.
Yeah. Well, Sam, thank you for your time here. It's been a pleasure to talk to you. Um, well, I need to ask you if you can say something to your Latin American fans here at El Cuartel del Metal.
Eh, Hey guys, I'm so excited to come down and play. It's going to be a crazy time. It's not long now. It's creeping up, and I'll be getting on a plane, so I'm getting excited. So I can't wait. I can't wait for the show. We'll see you very soon.
Well,